Hey guys, so I just want to say, in case you found this video because your dog is having seizures, um, I'm sorry for you. It will get better. Just hang in there. As far as a veterinarian, if your dog is having a seizure and comes out of it quickly and it's not multiple seizures, then you can probably wait for normal veterinarian hours to take the puppy in. If you are having seizures multiple, or you are having elongated time, then you should probably see an emergency veterinarian. Um, Also, I'd like to say I'm not a veterinarian, but I do know the best thing that you can do for the animal is just to protect his head. The tongue is not going to be an issue. Just worry about him flopping and hitting his or her head on something hard or sharp. Um, After they come out of the seizure, they seem to be pretty unaware that it happened, but you will notice that their body temperature raises pretty quickly. That's the emergency part, and that's the problem. If it continues multiple or elongated, their body temperature could get too high and cause serious brain damage. So it is a very serious matter, but if it's just a short seizure and they come out of it, you can probably wait for normal hours, okay? I just wanted to say that in case somebody found this video and they were worried. I put my puppy on a medicine. I'll show you the medicine. He was on this medicine for about 10 days before the seizure subsided. If anything, the medicine made it worse temporarily. Multiple seizures a day, and also very lethargic. So just a heads up on that. There are some side effects to the medicine, but after a week and a half of taking this medicine, I've got him seizure free, and he's seizure free for 1 week now. So I promise that it's a long road to get there, but there is an end in sight. So if that's why you're here, then just hang in there. I promise it'll be okay, and I'm sorry for you and your puppy. If you're one of my subscribers, or if you're still interested, the rest of this video will be about my story getting rid of the seizures with my puppy. I'd like to say that I call him a puppy because he acts like a puppy, but he's actually around 8 or 10 years old, and his name's Aloha. So here's the story about his seizures. Alright, so some of you guys know he was having seizures a while back. He had them one time, but one spell of them before, and then it kind of stopped, and I wasn't too alarmed. I figured it was just something he ate or something, and then they came back after a while, which is the time that I told you guys about. And he was having a seizure a day for a couple of days. I took him to the vet, which I told you guys about, and I decided not to put him on the medicine. By the time we got the blood work and stuff done, the spell had stopped and he wasn't having seizures anymore. I never wanted to put him on medicine in the first place, but since they had went away, I mean almost completely, actually completely, they went away for probably 6 weeks, I never put him on the medicine. And the vet even told me that she wouldn't charge me another vet bill if he ended up going into seizures again. Just give her a call and we'd get the script done. No heartworms, no nothing. She said all his blood work looked great, which is what she said the first time. And so good. Wanna shake? I didn't say lick, boy. Oh, you just want to make sure first. I didn't have any food. Okay, so we ended up putting him on medication, and we were giving him 1.5 pills twice a day. And thank you. We were giving him 1.5 pills twice a day, and I don't know what the medicine is, but I'll show you the name of the medicine. 1.5 pills twice a day. He was not very good about taking pills, but I made sure that he was getting them down, and then he got really super lethargic, and he would only basically get up and move around if I made him. Otherwise he would just lay, and whenever he did walk around, it was just like he was drunk. So the vet told me that this was a side effect that I would experience at first, and she said if it continued, then to call her and they would take him, move him down. So after about 3 days, after about 3 days of taking the medication, I called her and said, like, this isn't working, man. I can't even give him his medicine sometimes because he's so lethargic. So we moved him down to 1 pill twice a day, and he was still lethargic for about 2 or 3 days. So after about 3 days of taking his 1 pill a day, he was less lethargic and was moving around more. He was eating better. Don't even think about my potatoes. Don't even think about it. They ain't digging in these taters. You better go somewhere else. Don't you think about it. Hey, I still consider that in the potatoes. Alright, so it took about a week and a half of him taking the medication for the seizures to stop. The seizures got worse when I put him on the medication. He went from having 1 seizure a day to multiple. Sometimes when I gave him his medicine, he would be fighting me because he didn't want to take it, and I was giving it to him in food and stuff, but he was smart, and he would catch it in his mouth, and then he'd start to spit it out and stuff like that, and just flopping his head around and stuff, and then he'd have a seizure while he was taking the medicine. I'm gonna keep him on the medicine for now. Sometimes when he wakes up, you can tell that he's not quite all there, and usually that would send him into a seizure as soon as he moved. So right now, if he wakes up and he's kind of groggy, he doesn't have a seizure anymore. So that's telling me that the medicine's actually working. I don't know. I know a lot of people on my last video mentioned that they've went through this before, and I'll say that it's a very, very traumatic thing to watch. And I've had family members that had seizures, but I wasn't around them regularly, and I'm sure that's more traumatic. I can only imagine. But to see even your puppy just going through something like that is not very fun. And right now, today is day 7 with no seizure, and I came home and he woke up just fine. So today is 1 week that he has not had a seizure all week. So we've came a long way in the past couple weeks. I didn't really talk about it much because I didn't really know where it was going to go, and I didn't want it to just continue to be a negative story. So good news, 7 days no seizures. Unfortunately, I'm still giving him 2 pills a day, and I'm going to continue to do that for a while. She said at some point I could try to pull him off of them, but he'll probably go back to seizing. So maybe down the road I'll try to take him off, but for now it's definitely a better life for him with the medicine. So that's the way it's going to be for a little while. I know that the medicine is not good for his body. I definitely know that, and I'm not going to argue with anybody on that. But what was really bad for his body is having seizures. This is definitely the better alternative. What do you got hanging from your lips? Huh? What do you got hanging from your lips? You got leaves hanging from your lips. Hey. You know what they told me? They said since your medicine works now, you can't get disability. Can you believe that? You know what that means? Huh? You know what that means? Talking to you. Tell everybody good night. Will you? Say good night. Think you can get a job yet? She can... What was that look for?